Hello everybody and welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Melissa and I'm so glad you could join me for this week's Toddler Time. Are you ready to get started? We are going to start with our welcome song. You ready? Here we come now to story time, to story time, to story time. Here we come now to story time, so early in the morning. And this is the way we clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. This is the way we clap our hands so early in the morning. And this is the way we stomp our feet, stomp our feet, stomp our feet. This is the way we stomp our feet so early in the morning. And this is the way we wave hello, wave hello, wave hello. This is the way we wave hello so early in the morning. All right, so now it is time for our first story for today. And today's first story is called Penguin's Big Adventure. And this story is by Selena Yoon. One day, Penguin had a big idea. He wanted to do something no penguin had ever done. He wanted to be the first penguin to ever set foot on the North Pole. It is 12,436 miles away, said Penguin. Penguin planned and packed. He rolled up his adventure map and set off. But before his first mile, Penguin saw Emily sewing. "This looks like a very nice quilt," said Penguin, "and the brightest I've ever seen." Before Penguin reached his second mile, he saw his little brother, Pumpkin, weaving. "That's a fine basket, Pumpkin," said Penguin, "and it's the biggest I've ever seen." Right before his third mile, he saw Bootsy braiding the longest rope he'd ever seen. "Can I help?" asked Penguin. "I don't want to tie you up, Penguin. You have so far to go," says Bootsy. Then Penguin set off for the other side of the world, while his busy friends worked on their own world records. Penguin passed through his favorite places and visited with old friends. He had a whale of a time. Finally, Penguin reached the North Pole. Penguin threw confetti, turned cartwheels, and planted a sign. And Penguin's sign says Penguin was here. Penguin shouted, "Hooray!" And it echoed across the ice. "Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!" But nobody answered. Penguin was suddenly lonely and afraid. But he was not alone. Who is this guy? Let's see. Penguin had never seen a polar bear before, and Polar Bear had never seen a penguin. It was scary. Penguin and Polar Bear smiled, and it wasn't so scary anymore. "Why do you wear a black belt?" "No, I wear an orange scarf," says Penguin. Penguin asks, "Do you have big sharp teeth?" And Polar Bear says, "No, but one might be coming in." Oh, looks like he's getting his grown-up teeth. Together, they went on a North Pole adventure. They went whale watching, built ice forts, and explored the Arctic Sea, and welcomed more visitors. Then it was time for the new friends to say goodbye. Penguin left Polar Bear his adventure map. He didn't need it anymore. Because the best part of having an adventure is coming home. And the ice says, "Welcome home." The end. All right, so next for today, we've got a little rhyme up on our board here. And for this rhyme, we're going to need some penguins. And all of our penguins are wearing hats. And can you tell me, let's see, what color hat is on this penguin? We have a purple hat. And our next penguin is wearing a green hat. And our next penguin has a bright yellow hat on his head. Let's see, what color do you think our next penguin's going to have? Let's see. See, this penguin has a blue hat. And our last penguin has a pink hat. Now, can you help me count how many penguins we have up on our board? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 penguins up on our board. Are you ready? 5 little penguins standing in a row. Rolling down the hill comes a big ball of snow. The ball hits a bump and lands with a splat. And now all you can see is the penguins. What colored hat? The blue hat. And now we just have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 penguins left. 4 little penguins standing in a row. Coming down the hill comes a big ball of snow. The snow hits a bump and lands with a splat. And now all you can see is the penguin's pink hat. And now we just have 1, 2, 3. 3 penguins left. 3 little penguins standing in a row. Rolling down the hill comes a big ball of snow. The snowball hits a bump and lands with a splat. And now all you can see is the penguin's yellow hat. And we just have 1, 2 penguins left. 2 little penguins standing in a row. Rolling down the hill comes a big ball of snow. The snowball hits a bump and lands with a splat. And now all you can see is the penguin's green hat. And how many penguins do we have left? Just 1. 1 little penguin standing in a row. Coming down a hill comes a big ball of snow. The snowball hits a bump and lands with a splat. And now all you can see is the penguin's purple hat. So now all of our penguins are buried beneath the snowballs. The end. All right, so next we have got our second story for today. And this story is called Bear and Hare in the Snow. And this story is by Emily Gravitt. One morning, Bear and Hare went outside and saw snow. Hare loves snow. Do you love snow? Bear and Hare caught snowflakes on their tongue. Can you stick out your tongue to catch some snowflakes with Bear and Hare? Go, catch them all. They made snow prints and snow angels. Snow hares. Look, they've got a snowman bunny. And snow bears. Uh-oh, poor bear's covered in snow. Bear rolled a big snowball, and Hare rolled a little snowball. Lots of little snowballs. Uh-oh. Then Bear and Hare went, let's see, sledding. Ooh, that looks like fun. There they go. Hare and Bear love snow. The end. All right, so next for today, we are going to get our board back out, and we've got another little rhyme on it. You ready? And for this rhyme on our board, we need a, what does that look like? We need a sled, just like Bear and Hare were sliding on. And for this one, we need somebody to ride our sled. So let's add them. Let's see, we've got 1 little polar bear, 2 little polar bears, let's see, 3 little polar bears, 4 little polar bears, and 5 little polar bears. Or you can put 5 fingers like we have 5 polar bears. 5 little polar bears riding on a sled. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more snow bears riding on the sled. So now we just have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little polar bears left. 4 little polar bears riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more polar bears riding on the sled. So now, how many polar bears do we have left? We just have 1, 2, 3. 3 little polar bears left. 3 little polar bears riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more polar bears riding on the sled. So now there's just 1, 2 polar bears left. 2 little polar bears riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more polar bears riding on the sled. So now there's just 1 polar bear left. 1 little polar bear riding on the sled. He fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more polar bears riding on the sled. So now there's 0 polar bears left. They all fell off. The end. All right, so now it is time for our last story for today. And this last story is called Snow. And this story is by Manya Stoljak. Owl ruffled her feathers. The snow is coming, she said wisely. I know snow. The geese were gathering. Snow, they said with a shiver. Our lake will freeze. Yes, the snow is coming, said Moose. I can smell it on the breeze. Ah, Snow Bear yawned. Time for me to be sleeping. Hare snuggled her bunnies. Winter brings snows, my honeys, and our winter coats. Oh, snow, said Fox. Those clouds are full of snow. And then it snowed. White snowflakes swirled in the sky. Some very big, some very small, all very gentle. The forest was still. It was covered with a sparkling blanket. My fur looks like fire, bristled Fox, against this white snow. We are as white as we can be, giggled the bunnies, white as snow. They blend in with the snow, don't they? Snow, snow, so sleepy, mumbled Bear as he drifted into dreams. I love the crisp air, sniffed Moose, just after it snows. South, we'll fly south, honked the geese. So long, snow. The snow will stay, said Owl, but one spring day it will drip, drop, melt away. I know snow, she said wisely, but I sing spring. The end. All right, so that was our last story for today. So now it is just time for our goodbye song. Are you ready? Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll our hands around and wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.